Hey traders from around the world, this is Jerremy Alexander Newsome with Real Life Trading. Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. So just checking out the markets after a nice weekend. Weather is beautiful here in Nashville. Got a lot of things done, a lot of things accomplished, had fun, relaxed some. It was good overall for sure. DIA, which is the ETF that tracks the Dow Jones. Oops, let me bring that back. So what I'm experiencing and what I'm seeing is still a nice little pennant pattern. It's still really keeping that formation nice and tight. And today we're trying our best to form a nice little black candle. So if this black candle closes, we would have a rest after battle. And the way you would confirm that trade is if we broke the low of these four candles tomorrow and or the next day or in the very near future. So will that happen? That part I actually do not know. But if it does, if we end up with a nice black candle day, if we close like we are now and we roll over a little bit, then I will be slightly more bearish and bullish on the DIA. Here's the SPY. SPY almost identical, same formation. Still got the little pennant pattern shaping up. If we do roll over, my thought process is that the rollover might only last for about a week or so. What I mean by that is if we, let's say hypothetically, break out tomorrow, Wednesday, probably trade down to here, boom, and then that'll be about it, and we get a little bit of a bounce. Just a guess. Don't really have any other thing to back that up, but I'm just guessing that could be what happens. Let's talk about some of the stocks out there today. I do my best to look at Apple every single day. You guys love talking about Apple. Apple did stop me out this morning on the gap up. So this was a nice little bullish retest gap. You had a white candle, gapped up into the 50 exponential moving average on the daily, and has been selling off from that just a little bit. So being a bullish retest gap, it likely will and is retesting this gap some. And if it bounces out of there, believe it or not, that'll be slightly bullish. Now, for the bearish perspective in Apple, my thought process is pretty simple. If we get another black candle tomorrow, that would be an evening star reversal. And then I will determine if we make a lower low and a lower high from the third candle of the evening star reversal pattern, then I'll actually still look to play Apple bearish. Because again, keep in mind, all the moving averages are cross bearish. We are in a bearish trend on Apple, in my opinion, at least short term. Long-term moving averages were also below those. And we're battling the 50. So if we do roll over, that's my trade setup for it. I'll try it one more time. As of right now, just hanging out, not really doing much, just kind of relaxing, chilling on Apple, seeing what's going to happen. GoPro, looked at GoPro a lot on Friday and keeping a close eye on this one as well. Day trade this one today and not really much happened with it. Ended up just getting out for break even. Tried to make some money on it, but it just didn't let me do it. So GoPro broke some really strong support that we talked about. If we're going to trade this one bearish, I am going to allow it to retest some, trade up into this 37 price range and then roll over. I do think 28.34 is probably the ultimate target, which we could hit on or before earnings potentially. I don't know if that's going to happen, but if we do and earnings gaps up nicely or something like that, it could, I think, move kind of decently. Skyworks Solutions, keeping a very, very close eye on this trade, bearish actually. So Skyworks looking in, getting bearish right about now, and the stop moving it up. So I published this one on TradingView earlier today. The reason I'm talking and thinking about getting into this one bearish with this setup is pretty simple. So you got a little bit of a head and shoulders type of pattern up here. It broke through strong support with a gap action. Broke through the support, broke the 200, made a lower low. Now it is retesting, and it is retesting right on the 200 simple moving average on the daily chart. The exponential moving averages are also bearish on Skyworks Solutions. So here's your EMAs on the daily chart. We're coming into the 50. So we're very close to the 50. We're right on the 200. This risk, if you place a stop above there, your stop is above this old support, new resistance. It's also above the 50. It's also above the 200, and it's also above this gap. So the risk is that. Obviously, the reward, if it really rolls over back to some of the lows, very, very good, high risk, high reward strategy. It's going to be interesting to see how and if that plays out. PayPal, we did get triggered into PayPal bearish today on a pullback. So this was a limit sell at $33.74. We do have a white candle at the moment. So my thought process is kind of like the market. This could form a pennant pattern. Well, it is forming a pennant pattern, kind of already did. So there's the pennant pattern that I drew. Broke out that pennant pattern, and it's kind of retesting this old support level. Now, PayPal is still a very new stock. So, some of the data on this one, we're going to be basing it just purely on candles. Retesting the candles at $33.99. 20 EMA is here. We're going to see what it does on PayPal. So I'm looking at PayPal for a potential bearish trade. Again, this could form a bigger pennant pattern. The moving averages are just now starting to form on it. So it is brand new. So we'll just kind of keep an eye on those candles to see how it plays out. I would imagine that if the market rolls over, that PayPal could continue with it as well. Boeing, Glenn Usher and a few other traders, Stan, Dean, a few others in this bear call spread, the 137, 138 or 138, 139. I got to stop at 136.42. So we got a little bit of again, the word of the month, the word of the week is pennant pattern. So we got a pennant pattern on Boeing. Got to stop at 136.42. As long as it stays below that price, I won't have anything to worry about. But at this particular point, it looks okay. Got a little bit of a black candle, a little bit of a higher high and a higher low. Probably get a white candle tomorrow on Boeing. And then likely might have to implement the stop before Friday. But if we do, it'll be for, depending on the day, very small loss, very small gain, or break even. It really just kind of depends on what day it happens. So I'll be keeping a close eye on Boeing as well. Ladies and gentlemen, excited to see what happens. I think there's some Fed discussions this Wednesday. Kind of pumped to see what really comes out of that, if anything at all. And just looking at some day trades, looking at some swing trades, waiting for earnings season. That's going to be really fun. Earnings season is right around the corner, about a month away for my day traders out there, and we'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great morning, have a great afternoon, have a great rest of your week. I'll see you Wednesday in the next free real life stock review. And until then, remember, love life, live life, and trade it.